My name is Octavio Hernandez aka De La Paz, aka Mr. O. I'm an artist, designer, muralist, set designer. I do lots of different work, and I am based in Oakland, California. With installations such as the one that we're about to embark on at Harborside, it's an opportunity to bring into dialogue, or open a conversation, between the life and the living and the dead, the ancestors. So this is something that affects all of us, and it's just we don't always know how to speak about death and dying, or even just how to go about tending to that loss, and I feel like art, again, still going back to the art, like the creative art process is such a great outlet, because you get to then you get to share those thoughts, those ideas, those feelings, and you get to then do that in community with others who probably needed that kind of support in order for them to process their grief and their loss, and accept. I am drawn by the stories of the people around me, people I learn about, and which is a perfect segue, I feel, for like this kind of work that I do now, which is more public, which started with the with altars, or the ofrendas for Dia de Muertos. This was a calavera that I made in honor of my sister Sandra Isabel Hernandez Dodson, who passed away in 2005, and so I was given an opportunity to create an altar, and it all started by creating an effigy, which is a muerto that represented my sister. And this started off as like a sugar skull type of motif and design, but then I decided to create the whole body, and I didn't bring the whole body, but I only brought this skull because it really speaks to the legacies of people, the stories of people, and so working with ofrendas is I feel one of the best ways to really touch somebody and affect somebody directly with your work, because it's communal. It's a very communal piece of work that you can encourage, and you can show others on how to go about creating let's say an ancestor altar for Dia de los Muertos. Since that first altar I created for my sister, I've then gone on to create altars with other communities, young and old, and have it's helped people to accept the duality, right? Life, we were talking about dualities earlier, life and death. I feel like, I've been told this, I've heard they're like cousins, right? and so it's all part of the same story, or the idea of like the sugar skull, for instance. Sugar skulls we make are kids, like, are given to kids all the time, with their names on them or whoever, and like sarcasm is such a big part of Mexican culture. I appreciate that sarcasm that then gets expressed through these sugar skulls that children eat, mocking death, because children they're young, they got their whole lives in front of them, and then so I think that kind of lightens the mood, and also it helps embrace you, in that way, and like, oh yeah, let's celebrate, and and it is, I guess, like part of that, the ofrendas and all this stuff, not the ofrenda, but like some of the aspects of it is we are poking fun at death, and saying, not this year, I'm still alive, without making too much light of it, though. It's like I was saying earlier, you know, a lot of lives have been lost during this time through the virus or just because of, you know, how all of our lives have changed. And so, yeah, I would like to honor this ofrenda to the people who died during this time, these lockdowns, you know, who died alone in hospital rooms without family, like, and just think about, yeah, the people who just have lost, just, yeah, their loved ones. And so, and it's dedicated to you and your loved ones as well. And, you know, art for me right now seems, me most important than anything, you know, is to be that outlet, you know, be that space, you know, because it creates a space around you, within you, that you now feel like tapped in, and so you can actually, you know, say so much of your own personal stories and, you know, share that narrative with others, because there's others out there that can share and can understand. It's why people are drawn to art. They're drawn to good art because you know, there's truth there.